Welcome back to Factorio, building the Hyperbase. Okay, so first of all we need to sort out a few things. We're getting towards actually having a complete yellow science build. Well, we do in fact have a complete yellow science build, but not all of the train paths are currently supplied. Plus there's a few other things like, well, there's no fuel for these trains that are supposed to come down here for the circuits, and there's no sulfuric acid. Excuse me. And also, of course, we realised last episode with the addition of the hell mod, that we had issues with oversupply of batteries, and we certainly can't afford to be oversupplying by a significant amount. Well, by a double up of builds when we only need a single build. That's really what I'm getting at. So we need to scale back our batteries up here, since I got it totally wrong when I did it in my head. And the way I'm going to do that is to, well, first of all we want to drain the resources, so instead of having this one come down, I probably just want it to go over here. And of course I have no rail, so that is not ideal. But what we can do is we can remove 3 and 4 from, no, that's the delivery, this is it here. We can remove 3 and 4 from the delivery schedule, so it'll only go to 1 and 2. Then it won't be able to deliver up there. We can also get rid of all of that and that. Now, before this causes the train an issue, which it already is doing, we need to give the train a return path. Like so. And we need to do the same, of course, to the copper train as well. Oops. Hopefully I gave that enough space. I'm not sure. I think I did. Now, copper train. You don't need to go there or there. Did that say 2 minutes? I thought I updated that. No, 100 seconds passed, right, yep, that's correct. Good. That takes care of, well, partially takes care of the issue here. So what I'm going to do is use the battery train, which hasn't been built yet, to drain the batteries that are in here first, of which there are quite a lot, and to drain the contents of these cars so I don't have to pick up tons and tons of plates. So that basically means we need to get yellow science happening. Where's my plane? Up here, okay. And we need to get sulfuric acid, so I'm wondering, do I kind of keep this build and have it fill a sulfuric acid train? That's probably excessive. What did you say about Yellow Science's sulfuric acid build? You don't do acid? Yeah, that's it. The chem plants can have 3 of those, and 12 beacons. And it still doesn't work because it doesn't have the amount that we need. 30,000. Recipe products. Maybe it doesn't really work on sulfuric acid, which means I might have to do that in my head and get it wrong again. Well, we did have the right amount for blue circuits somewhere. Yellow. This doesn't seem to keep what you put in there. Or maybe it does. It says we need 30,000 sulfuric acid a minute. So I guess what I want to do is see what one of these things produces. I mean, it's not even running continuously, which is an issue, but it's 50 sulfuric acid every second. 50 times 60 times 1.3, 1.3 times 8.1875 gives us 31,000. So basically one of these machines would give us enough sulfuric acid to supply all of the blue circuits, which probably means that I don't want all of this build, but I might want to expand, say, this one build that we keep. Something like that. Alright. Let's get a battery train. Good. Let's get a battery train. 30,000. I probably want at least a 242 or 240 sulfuric acid train, so that it's sort of well, that's about 6 minutes worth, isn't it, if I do that? So trains, we need an 820 battery train. Oh, I don't need 400 of those at the moment. Am I slightly out of the network? Might have been. That looks like we have what we wanted. Time to go. On this long journey. Okay, let's utilize the bottom the bottom area here, basically until we have extinguished all of the batteries in this area so that we can pull it out. I have some rocket fuel, there you go. No, we need some more rocket fuel, so that should be plenty to get the rocket fuel we need. I need about 240. And fueling is another thing that we're going to have to attend to very quickly, because as we get to a point where we can actually turn on big science, we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 in fact should do. When we turn on our big science, which is not actually probably all that far away, even though we're kind of only closing in on 1, well, 1 plus space science, of course. Whoop, where are we? I'm losing track of my thought. We need to fuel things, otherwise the lack of fuel is going to stop them, obviously. But I might try and keep pushing to get to the point of having the science up and running, even if it needs manual fueling, prior to emphasizing the fueling. So that'll be slightly annoying, and that will probably encourage me to get a move on with sorting out all of the fueling needs. Anyway, this can be called batteries, no, yellow science batteries, YS batteries temp. And down here, none of this has radars clearly. Alright, let's get some power and some radars down there. If you're wondering why the screen gets a bit blurry, I mean it's blurry anyway just because we travel so quickly, but I'm only doing 30 frames per second. If you would prefer I increase the size of files and use 60 frames per second, let me know. That might improve things a little bit. I think that is an option that I can employ. Right, so the one for batteries doesn't matter. Maybe well, this one is blue circuits. Whoops. So this is yellow science, PU, unload. This one can be yellow science. Actually, that should probably be the copper. Copper, unload. This can be yellow science load. Got that all wrong. This one can be the yellow science batteries. Unload. Okay, now the other thing of course is that well, this needs to be repeated, of course. I don't know what this is for specifically. Over here is the batteries. Oh, I know what the problem is. I don't have any of the rail on me, so we are going to have to run back to base and get rail now. I could probably burn off a bunch of those, which would be useful, because we are going to build out all these things at some point. So let's just do that. I don't need all of those at the moment. Good. That's better than just dumping them. Now, I should probably run the max rate calculator over those builds as well, just to see what they produce. But I think I'm fairly okay. Right, we need probably, well, at least 2,000. Whoops, not 4,000. Auto trash off. What have I got? 2,000. That, you know, that might actually be enough rail. I would hate to run out. Right, we'll run with that. We can always come back for more. I think a bit of time has passed since the last episode. That's probably because I was mucking around with this, trying to understand it and run through what it will take to put together some of the builds that we are going to need. Here we go, this is where we are at. Let's get those bots back to work. Now I might, this has an equipment grid that I've just got the speed in. I might change that to some roboports instead, possibly from the plane, see how that works. Might be that that's a better idea. Hang on, was I think originally I was going to cut across here, wasn't I? Yeah. I probably want to leave a bit of room over here though, so what I might do is fly down to where this guy is. So if I go in about there, it should be fine. So I'll go up another one, then come across. Especially since I've put signals on this, I can probably use it for the copper as well, perhaps. Might need to place... I don't know if I need this power to work or not, but... it doesn't hurt to have that capability. Relax. I can see this guy who's dragging his feet. Maybe I'll just give him a bit of a help. And I can also see how I need to get rid of that just to clean up. So that's where we're trying to get to, huh? Alright. Whoops. This one will definitely need a pole. Kind of amazing tech this, how you can lean out the window of a jet and lay train track. Okay, so now we can go down the other end. And where are we trying to get to? We are going to have two of these. In fact, I will build out the second so I can try and work out where this has to go. Well, I'll build it out in terms of a ghost. Whoops, I don't want you doing that. Guys, come back over here. Player bots. Oh, we've still got some up there. Let's have a quick sip of my drink. Oh. Oh yeah, well that's fine. Alright, let's take the bots off for a bit. So what I want to do is basically get a blueprint. I don't know what that is of anymore, so let's not worry about it, but get a blueprint of all of this. I'm going to include station names and break. No, we're going to need to go to InfiniZoom. Looks like we're just clipping this. Yes, 10 billion almost. Iron patch. But guys, I might have huge patches, but there's quite a lot of room between them, so we're paying a price, even if we do have a lot. Alright, so I don't know what that is still. That might be, I don't know what that is. I would hate to not get value out of that patch, but I need a little bit of range away from the copper. Oh, excuse me, from the copper patch. There we go. Should be far enough now. So we're going to want to sort of come across here and maybe skirt down, just so we can potentially use that one, because it's nice and long. This has a huge amount as well, but it's not as long, which could be a problem for our trains. So we kind of want to be something like that. And since I don't know what those are, oh, corner. Wow, we're getting down on big poles, but we still have some. Actually, we're almost out of that 2000 rail as well. It really doesn't take long. Start doing 4x4 rail, and you know about it pretty quickly too. Oh, I don't want to go there. Okay, it might be time to do a bit of this without bots. Boom, boom. So, I guess what we can do is which one was batteries? It's actually the first one. So oops, gone one too far. No, I hadn't gone one too far after all. Okay, we can use bots again. Clear up some of this tree garbage. And hopefully that will let us get batteries in there. We'll find out real soon, because what I'm going to do is I am going to tell this guy to load at YS batteries temp. Until inventory full, and then go to YS batteries unload until inventory empty, and here we go. Batteries on the way. Now, what I want to know is, I keep hitting the wrong keys. How much copper do we need? We only need 30,000 a minute, which is hardly anything, actually. Plane over there, okay. Oh, we need this return to... I might... yeah, let's get more rail. Probably another 2,000. That's the batteries. Oh, I've overshot. Let's have a look. It should be able to unload. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. We're misaligned by one tile. Not so much interesting as damned annoying. Oh dear. Alright. So yeah, that should have been just one higher. We're going to have to attend to that as well. See if we can do that first. We don't need that, otherwise we will take a picture of that. You can be passive providers and stack inserters. Oh, and medium poles. Why am I using medium poles in there? Because these machines don't reach far enough. Okay, fair enough. But we could use some substations in the middle and reduce the network count. Stop, stop, stop. Just get out, dude. And you can go back down there. You can go over there. This one, I might need to remove that. Place that back down. Now let's get some bots so we can clear this out again. I don't know how many bots this area is going to need. Might start with about 800 or so. We have no bot transport of the copper cable, so that should certainly help. Go back there. So I'll get about 800 bots and I'll fill the rest up with rail. Then we have to fix the other design. I mean, it's a relative term suggesting that we're sort of close to getting some serious science up and running. We could still be 20 episodes away. 1, 2, 3, whoops. How many have we got? We're not auto-trashing anything important. So that's 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800. And we can fit 11, 12. We can fit about 1500 rails, so let's do that as well. 1500. Let's just get into zone. Just 3,000 stone sitting in the system. That's not bad. Awesome. Back into the action. Yeah, down here. It is unfortunately long distance those batteries have to go. I wonder if I'd be better off moving all the oil close and then building all the resources that we need here rather than buy the oil. I'm not sure. I just don't like oil handling much. That's not the one, it's down here. Well, you don't need many for the batteries, do you? And these are still full of lots and lots of batteries because all we wanted were like 10 batteries. I might have to turn all these around. No. I might have to pull these out, but that's not going to work. Yes, it is. Might be able to work it. We should keep going with the mining productivity. Let's get out. So what I want to do is, let's clear that. Pick up that, that, that. All the way up. Slightly annoying when you've got to do it 20 times, but maybe less annoying than picking up all of those batteries. At least we caught it before we sent all the products here. That would have been a lot more annoying. We must be getting close to the end of this. Do a quick jog down to the bottom. By quick I mean fairly slow, since we don't have many legs. Okay. I don't want you in there. Then the replacement is basically you go up there. No, that's around the wrong way. And this achieves the same purpose, but not quite as easy to do as the other side. It didn't have materials in it. Oops. That's right. Right. Bots. Acid test. Why aren't you unloading? I mean, seriously, why aren't you unloading? Has this moved? Yeah, it thinks it's moved. was it. And yes, now all 3 of them can reach as required, so that's awesome. Okay, so now we need to auto trash the wood and have a return, which I guess actually can just be come out this way. I don't want to use that one. Alright, I'll just use this one. Let's get back to bots. Just building out the end of that one. Actually, that is one important consideration. Is this far enough away from there? Yes, it is. Good. So I want to come up. Actually, I might as well come up there. So this whole rail system gets all very confused at this point. Let's just make sure this is going to work for us. We will need one of them and one of them. No, not there. We all need to be there, and we will need one of them and one of them. Right, here we go. Oh, the number of times I hit the wrong key when I want to stop with this plane. Quite a large amount of money if I was getting 50 cents every time I did that. Anyway, that should be enough to let this train come. It has. Fabulous. We're probably running almost to time, so it really doesn't take very long to get to that point, does it? Got bots in at the moment. Let's get them out. So we've made good progress. We have the batteries being delivered. We need to get some copper from there, or possibly even this one. Yeah, possibly even this one. that just comes out and supplies the copper for the cable. And sulfuric acid, and of course fuel. And of course rip this out as soon as it can't fill up anymore. We've exhausted down here, that's a good start. And yeah, extend this so that we get full pressure with the sulfuric acid down to here, and enough extra sulfuric acid probably for a sulfuric acid train. If the sulfuric acid train ended up there, how would it get down? I mean, there are paths. We could even... well, we won't have this forever. Anyway, sorry guys, rabbiting on. That's enough for this episode. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye bye for now.